From the moment humanity was able to vocalize its sentience, there have been a handful of questions that have always lingered in our minds. Who are we? How long have we truly been on this giant rock that we call Earth? Why are we here? Is there a God? For many generations, our scientists, philosophers, and theologians have pondered on conundrums of this sort, but we still do not have any concrete answers to these questions. That doesn't mean that we're going to stop asking these questions. In fact, they seem to have intensified as our race develops. As we gain more knowledge of the universe, the most pressing question being asked is, where are they? Is it possible that we are the only intelligent life forms on the only planet that can support life? In a galaxy that has billions of stars and planets occupying the cosmos? In this video, we're going to ponder along with others like Enric Fermi, one of the first people to ask if we are truly alone in the universe. Is there some other civilization that is on its way to connect us to the rest of the universe? Or are we the only sentient beings that are clinging to the sole plank that's drifting away in the vast ocean that is the universe? Could we be the only beings capable of thought that exist on the only planet that can support life? Many schools of thought have difficulties accepting this to be true just because of the matter of probability. Ever since mankind was able to peer out into the skies, we came to realize that all those flashes of lights that we see are stars, and it appears that there are billions and billions of them that are littered all over the vastly immeasurable universe. The belief that there might be others out there was amplified in the 90s because this is when we were able to send out probes such as the Kepler telescopes. These machines were able to detect planets around these stars, and it is suspected that some of them might be able to support life. In fact, about 200 billion of them. So what qualities could such planets possess for them to be able to support life? Experts have explained that for this to happen, the planet must be a rocky planet that may possess liquids such as water, and that is the right distance from its star. Within our solar system, Venus, Mercury, and Mars had such qualities at some point in time. However, it is only Mars that is deemed to be worthy of exploration right now. While we may be looking for clues of life on Mars, most scientists believe that the only sort of life that we may find on Mars is microbial life. This would be a groundbreaking discovery in its own right, but it's slightly underwhelming when you consider the fact that we're looking for a planet that can host multicellular life, like the plants and animals that live on Earth. Interestingly enough, experts believe that there is such a place like that in our solar system. However, rather than turning to planets like Mercury or Mars, this search has turned our attention to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. This is thanks to the oceans of water that's flowing underneath the icy surface of Europa. This hint of a capacity to host life is so encouraging that NASA is preparing to launch the Europa Clipper mission to investigate the possibility of alien life on the moon before the end of 2024. However, the current state of our technology doesn't allow us to carry out other investigations due to their distance. For example, exploration of the planets outside our planets is so difficult, it would take us 4.2 light-years to carry out any investigations on Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our solar system. As such, it is believed that the best way to discover any sentient beings in the universe is to search for radio signals. It's either that or point our telescopes toward exoplanets so that we can pick up any biosignatures. Going forward, it is believed that at the pace of our technological development, it will take a civilization like ours a period of over 10 million years to colonize our entire Milky Way, for example. That may be the only other way we can discover other life forms. So the question is, where is everybody? Where exactly can we find them if we can't find them on Mars or Europa? This is where Enric Fermi's paradox comes into play. Indeed, where are they? The question becomes more relevant when you take the number of planets and the billions of years the universe has existed into consideration. With these factors at play, one is forced to wonder where these other life forms might be. Furthermore, if they did exist, why haven't they reached out to us yet? After all, when you consider the fact that the universe has been in existence for more than 13 billion years, other civilizations may have developed long before ours. If you look at humans, for instance, if we managed to remain in existence for up to 1 million years, We might just be able to colonize our galaxy as a spacefaring civilization. So how come we haven't heard of an alien race or a civilization that we can reach out to as proof of the existence of life in the universe? Some have hypothesized that there is something preventing such a development, which is the development of life from the earliest stages of abiogenesis to the high level of development on the Kardashev scale. This mysterious prohibitive force or barrier that destroys extraterrestrial life before it develops fully is known as the Great Filter. Some believe that this barrier may come in the form of some self-destructive force that seems to loom over mankind as well. We will soon discover if this is the case because, as we speak, highly developed telescopes such as the James Webb Space Telescope continue to roam around in the universe. If these telescopes continue to pick up a large amount of techno-signatures during their exploratory voyages, it may mean that such incidents are a thing of the past. However, if life is a commonplace where techno-signatures are absent, there is a chance that it's only a matter of time before humanity experiences the same self-destructive incident. That being said, there is another theory that may solve the Fermi Paradox. This is the zoo hypothesis, a theory that is popular among UFO fans. The zoo hypothesis is of the theory that if there is extraterrestrial life in the universe, they are merely observing mankind for the time being. One last theory, which might be discouraging to those hoping to discover some alien life out there, is that we just might be the first of these sentient beings to come into existence. Even worse, we may become extinct long before other races have the ability to reach out to us. Do you want to know more about the universe? Why don't you like and subscribe so you can gain access to more content like this video? The Fermi Paradox and its possible solution does produce a bit of a conundrum for those looking to find out who our galactic neighbors might be. After all, when one looks at the chances of life being in existence today, it may exist elsewhere. From what we know about how life developed on our blue rock, it's apparent that life would begin in a place once some of the conditions we mentioned earlier are provided. Over here, it is believed that life formed on Earth more than 3 billion years ago. However, that doesn't answer the question as to when complex life came to be on Earth. Studies show that complex life, such as humans beings and the plants and animals that share the planet with us, came to be around 600 million years ago. It is believed that this developed when single-cell organisms began performing functions such as photosynthesis. As such, when you put it to scale, you realize that it only took a fraction of the time that the universe was in existence for the Earth to be capable of hosting human life. As such, it is possible for these conditions to be replicated somewhere out there in the universe. However, you also realize that the odds of such conditions to be met are quite rare. In conclusion, the Fermi Paradox can only put us down the path to seek out the answers to whether or not we are truly alone in the universe. However, since we may be at a point in time where these questions cannot be answered, perhaps the lack of an answer shouldn't be a source of despair. Instead, maybe we should consider the fact that since the conditions needed to be met in order to produce life are so difficult to meet, it might just mean that our existence is more special than we might think. It might be better to appreciate our existence and make the most of life on our planet than to wonder if we are truly alone. Feel free to explore our previous videos if you want to learn more about our universe. Until next time, take care.